Tonight is a special night at the White House. It's Donald and Melania's 20th wedding anniversary. 20 years is a long time, especially for Melania. I'm guessing he noticed a bunch of people posting about his anniversary, which remind him, oh, it's my anniversary. So he then reposted this sweet photo of Melania literally pushing him away from her. Then he posted a long love letter to Russia and Vladimir Putin, and then he posted this, happy 20th anniversary to Melania.
Did Trump really post an AI image of himself as a lion while forgetting his own wedding anniversary? Jimmy Kimmel certainly thinks so, and he made sure everyone knew about it during his latest takedown of the former president. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. Trump giving a rambling CPAC speech on the same weekend as his 20th anniversary, which he completely ignored. No posts, no public acknowledgement, nothing. Is this the marriage of a strong leader, or exactly what we've suspected all along? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this rich. Did Trump seriously think posting a ridiculous AI image of himself as a lion would make us forget he completely ghosted his own wife on their anniversary? Grumpy Trumpy strikes again with his bizarre priorities, and this time it's especially cringy.
This morning, Trump paid tribute to his longest-serving wife by reposting this AI image of himself with a lion.
Hello, everyone. I have something incredible to share today. We are announcing the launch of the Donald and Melania 20th Trumpiversary China collection.
Melania posted nothing to celebrate. You know, the traditional present for a 20th anniversary is China, which is a country Trump blames for a lot of things.
Let's talk about Trump's CPAC performance, a marathon spectacle where he rambled on for over 2 hours and 2 minutes. 2 hours! That's longer than most movies, folks. And of course, his signature move made an appearance. That weird flag-hugging ritual that's become as predictable as his orange tan. The man literally cuddles with the American flag like it's a teddy bear, and somehow his supporters think this is normal presidential behavior. But here's where things get interesting. While Donnie Diapers was busy basking in the adoration of his fans at CPAC and making grandiose speeches about himself that Kimmel compared to an I Have a Dream speech. The audacity. Something pretty significant was happening in his personal life. His 20th wedding anniversary with Melania. 20 years. That's a milestone most people would celebrate, right? Wrong. Not our former president. His social media that day was a non-stop Trump fest, attacking opponents, praising himself, sharing bizarre memes, but not a single mention of his wife or their anniversary. This coming from a guy who posts about literally everything, including what he had for breakfast and every perceived slight against him.
By child laborers whose hands are even tinier and more supple than my own. And that's not all. The Trumpiversary collection features classified document placemats with real military secrets. This line of beautiful plates commemorate all of my and the third Mrs. Trump's most romantic moments. Our intimate dinners, strolls on the tarmac, super hot makeout session. The Donald and Melania 20th Trumpiversary China collection. Own it today for just 12 easy payments of $89.99, $99, $99, $99.
The contrast is just mind-boggling. He had plenty of time to repost AI-generated images portraying himself as some kind of majestic lion. Spoiler alert, real lions actually care for their families, but couldn't spare 30 seconds to acknowledge the woman who somehow managed to stay married to him for 2 decades. Jimmy Kimmel, being the comedy sniper that he is, spotted this perfect target and took aim with laser precision. This morning, Trump paid tribute to his longest-serving wife by reposting this AI image of himself with a lion. Ouch! That's gotta sting, even through that thick orange skin. From happy talk show guest to rage tweeting critic, Trump's relationship with late night comedy has transformed more dramatically than his hairline. Back in the 80s and 90s, comedians would playfully mock his gold-plated lifestyle and media obsession while he'd laugh along, happy for any kind of attention.
The other big Trump book, Melania's memoir, came out today. It's called Melania. It's named after her. Proceeds from sales of the book are going to one of Melania's favorite charities, Body Doubles for Conjugal Visits. Very good book. Melania shares some of her very best anecdotes in the book. There's a passage about that time in 2019, her husband called her in to watch a classified military. Melania claims she didn't condemn the violence on January 6th because she was busy going over White House renovations that day. Hello, Donald, what are you wearing?
Fast forward to today, and our thin-skinned former president now explodes like a nuclear Cheeto whenever comedians point out uncomfortable truths about his clearly strained marriage. There's something fascinating about watching a man who can brush off accusations of corruption, incompetence, and even criminal charges completely lose his mind over a joke about his relationship. After Kimmel's zinger, Trump didn't just get mad, he went full nuclear meltdown mode on Truth Social, calling Kimmel a third-rate hack, and trashing the entire late-night industry. Notice how he attacked everything except the actual joke itself. That's because when comedy exposes something real, there's no defense except distraction. What's extra spicy about marriage jokes is how they highlight those awkward moments we've all seen with our own eyes. Remember that infamous hand-swatting incident in 2017? When Melania publicly swatted away Trump's hand while they were walking in Israel. Ouch! That wasn't fake news or a political hit job. It was a real moment caught on camera that revealed the uncomfortable truth behind the golden facade of their relationship.
Operation, even though she didn't have security clearance. Only Donald Trump would call his wife in to watch a top secret mission like it was a TikTok of a baby hippo or something. Today, there's another new tell-all book on the way from legendary journalist Bob Woodward. Trump, as you may recall, hated Woodward's previous 3 Trump books. Woodward is a total sleazebag who has lost it mentally, and he's slow, lethargic, incompetent, and overall a boring person with no personality. There's some extra crispy McNuggets in this one, including a few gems from one of Trump's most loyal underlickers, Senator Lindsey Graham, who said going to Mar-a-Lago is a little bit like going to North Korea.
The internet never forgets these moments. The robotic interactions, the forced smiles that vanish the second they think cameras have moved on. And comedians like Kimmel have been keeping receipts the whole time. These jokes aren't just funny, they're devastating because they point to something Trump can't spin or control, the visible reality of his marriage. And let's talk about Melania's deafening silence throughout this whole comedy-triggered meltdown. No defense of her husband, no anniversary acknowledgement of her own, just that familiar quiet we've all come to expect. When comedy pokes at this particular nerve, it reveals the gap between Trump's carefully constructed image as a powerful alpha male and the observable reality of a marriage that seems to exist mainly for the cameras. So here's the thing about comedy and politics. They've always been secret besties. When Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart rip into politicians, they're not just making us laugh, they're doing the job that serious news often fails at. Truth bombs wrapped in punchlines. Look at what happened here. Behind all the roaring lion imagery and the CPAC spectacle was a simple truth that Kimmel exposed with one joke, and Trump completely lost his mind over it. Why? Because comedy pierces the armor that press conferences and campaign speeches can't touch. When politicians freak out over jokes, they're actually confessing. The orange turd can handle being called corrupt or incompetent, but a simple joke about his cold marriage sends him into a Truth Social tantrum. So next time a politician melts down over a comedian's quip, ask yourself, what nerve did that joke hit? That's where the real truth is hiding.